Hi everyone, and welcome back to another reading by yours truly, Andromeda Tarot. And as always, my name is Andrea. Okay, and so today I'm going to be doing a general love reading, but I have a new deck that was gifted to me, my first deck that I've gotten as a gift by my friends. Thank you guys so much. If you watch this, I am so excited. I've already been playing with this deck, so excited to use it. And then just a quick, I guess, message up front. My birthday is going to be in June, and I do have an Amazon wish list on my tarot channel on YouTube. And so if you're thinking about getting me something, you can always get me something from that list. Anyways, all right, so going to go ahead and get started with this reading today. And as always, the first question that I will be asking is, how is the person on your mind feeling about you? And I will be doing the zodiac readings probably next week, if you guys are wondering when I'm gonna do more zodiac readings. But anyway, the first question that I will ask is, how is the person on your mind feeling about you? And so think of a person and let us see how this person is feeling about you. And I don't know if you can see, this deck gets real pretty cards. All right. How is the person on your mind feeling about you? We have Justice. And today I'm going to get all the cards before I start interpreting. How is the person on your mind feeling about you? We have the Ten of Swords. How is the person on your mind feeling about you? We have the Four of Swords. How is the person on your mind feeling about you? And the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so in regards to how this person on your mind is feeling about you, with the Justice card, they're definitely seeking some sort of balance in this connection, some sort of justice, like the card says, some sort of communication, an apology perhaps. I don't know why I just put that away. And this apology or this communication that they're seeking is based off of a hurt that you caused. They're seeking some sort of validation from you based off of some sort of hurt or grief that you have caused them. And then and that's the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the hurt and grief that you've caused them. Then with the Four of Swords, they have gone within, they're contemplating this connection with you. And even after this hurt, they're still wanting some sort of stability with you, some sort of connection with you. They definitely still care for you very much and are wanting like a stable connection with you. I'm getting Libra energy, air signs, that is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. So far, this person, even though you hurt them, there's not really a whole lot of love being expressed here. And so this could be someone who you're friends with, or it could be a romantic connection. Take it however it resonates. Okay, and then let me get some clarifying cards with the Love Oracle. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use this one, the Love Messages deck. How is the person on your mind feeling about you? How is the person on your mind feeling about you? Date. Get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date, dating online. How is the person on your mind feeling about you? Person with a snake, charmed or used, enable boundaries. How is the person on your mind feeling about you? Heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving in despair, breakup. How is the person on your mind feeling about you? Two cards flew out. We have coffin, new beginnings, liberation, reborn and transition, tragic endings. And wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. Okay, so here's where the emotions are getting involved that didn't come out in the tarot. So what I'm seeing here is that you and this person you met, you started dating, there was definitely a romantic connection. And then quickly, this person saw that there was third parties involved in this connection. You were seeking out third party energy for getting connection as well. Somebody, like, you charmed this person into thinking that it was only them when really, like, there were others involved in this connection, like possibly a love triangle, possibly like player energy is what I'm getting. And then this person got hurt really bad. This person was feeling lost. They grieved this connection. They were deeply hurt, deeply heartbroken over this connection. And then this person had a rebirth of their own. Like, they felt liberated. They had an epiphany. They were reborn. They transitioned into something based off of this tragic connection between you and them, because they really thought that, or this is a soul connection, because we have this card, the wedding rings. But they thought it was a different type of soul connection, one where, your soulmates, you don't end up hurting each other. But this person learned a lot from this connection and actually needed this heartbreak in order to learn from their mistakes, in order to learn from how naive they were before they met you, is what I'm getting. And like I said, I didn't say this, but I say this in all of my readings: reverse the energies if it resonates more that way. And I say that because when I look at my tarot channel on YouTube, it gives me the statistics, and it's almost 50-50% women and men, because it does specify just gender, and 51% men, about 48% women is what it's showing. And so that's why sometimes I get a little mixed up with the energies, okay? But with this wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion, this person realizes that because of this connection, they are going to be able to find this type of commitment in their life. And I'm hearing, whether it's with you or with someone else, they were able to find themselves to be able to come into the idea of finding a true soul connection, a true union, a true marriage, a true devotion, and an everlasting love, an unconditional love. And I'm hearing that they found this unconditional love within themselves, but also because you're the person who taught them this lesson, they also love you unconditionally as well. And it may not be a romantic love, it may just be like a love for who you are as a person, an understanding, okay? All right, and now I want to see how you're feeling about this person. I get so like into these readings that I start like getting out of breath, so excuse me for that. Okay, how are you feeling about this person? We have the Page of Swords in reverse. The Lovers. How are you feeling about this person? We have Death. There's that coffin card, the rebirth card. How are you feeling about this person? And the Nine of Wands. Okay, so let me read this Page of Swords in reversed real quick. So I kind of have a general idea, but I just want to read it because it is a new deck and I like reading the new decks. Okay. Page of Swords reverse. You may be holding back from expressing your truth, or you may mostly talk but don't take action. Alternatively, you may keep information to yourself. Let go of fear and express yourself freely. Okay, so I'm getting an energy as far as how you feel about this person. You're not expressing yourself, your true thoughts, your true feelings. You're afraid to show all of your cards is what I'm hearing. You're afraid to truly show this person how you really feel about them. And how you really do feel about them is this Lover's energy. So you really do feel a soul connection with this person. I'm getting twin flame energy with this, but you really do feel like a lot of joy and happiness when this person is in your energy, and you're afraid to express that to this person because you don't want them to know for some reason. I think it's like maybe an ego or a pride thing. You're afraid that if you truly do express how you feel to this person, that something bad will happen. Perhaps you've never felt like this before in a connection, is what I'm getting with that. And then of course with the Death card, you also feel like this person changed you for the better. You feel like this person brought you into a newer version of yourself, and you're also afraid of that changed version. It's unfamiliar. You feel like it's unsafe. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen like the memes or the reels on like Instagram or TikTok where you ask the universe for something, the universe provides it to you, but they have to take other things away from your life in order for you to get what you're asking for. And people are like, oh, I'm not comfortable, never mind, I don't want it. And they're like, you do want it, you asked for it, so we're giving you what you asked for. And because it's like a comfort zone, you're afraid, is what I'm hearing. You're afraid to really be this person that you're transitioning into, is what I'm getting. And then let me read this Nine of Wands card. This one here. You are halfway through a battle, fatigued and drained of energy, but nearly there and close to success. You have resilience, courage, and strength of will. You may be guarded and wounded. You may have had setbacks, but you are gathering your strength and learning from past failures, okay? So right now, you're not quite there to this person that you're transitioning into. However, you're getting there. You're working on it. This is showing that you're trying, okay? And so this is in regards to how you're feeling about this person, okay? What kind of impact they had on you and your life. And let's get some clarifying cards with the Love Oracle. Oh, and by the way, we've got Swords again, so that's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Lovers is Gemini. Death is Scorpio. And then the Wands, that is fire energy, so that is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. How are you feeling about this person? Teddy bear. Interested in you. Blooming romance, flirting, want to date. How are you feeling about this person? Clock. Needing time, cycles and takes time, time to heal, progressing. So there's that Nine of Wands energy. Teddy bear, that's the Lover's energy. How are you feeling about this person? Come on, come on. How are you feeling? Oh, there's the Death energy. That's crazy. Coffin, new beginnings, liberation, reborn and transition, tragic endings, okay? So this connection definitely, there was some sort of tragic ending that happened while you were in a connection with this person, and it brought on new beginnings, it brought on liberation, a rebirth, and a transition. How are you feeling about this person? Passion, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. That's that Lover's energy. And then with these two flames here, that's the twin flame energy that I was picking up on. And one more. How are you feeling about this person? Death. This is basically the Death card. The relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transition. What's dead is dead is dead. What's dead is dead is dead. So for this card, I don't interpret it the way that it does. It could be that case with a certain connection in your life. It could be with this connection, but I don't see it that way. I see it more as a new beginning, like the Death card is interpreted. Okay. Now I want to see how you're feeling about yourself. And I'm going to use, once again, the Woodland Wardens and the Animal Spirit deck. I don't have a lot of room on my desk, so that's why I have to like put away things so that I can have space. Okay, how are you feeling about yourself? How are you feeling about yourself? We have the lizard and pitcher plant stagnation. Okay, so with the lizard and pitcher plant, as far as how you're feeling about yourself, I'm getting an energy of you kind of procrastinating a little bit. Procrastinating based on a feeling of being overwhelmed is what I get with this. All right, and then let me grab an animal spirit card. How are you feeling about yourself? The bear. This is another energy of like kind of like a hibernation, procrastination. Excuse me. All right, let me go ahead and read the lizard and pitcher plant stagnation first. This is number 12. The carnivorous pitcher plant traps its prey within its leaves. The lizard, which may occasionally find itself ensnared in a pitcher plant's trap, has come to represent death and resurrection. As it possesses the unique ability to drop its tail when stuck, a new tail can grow in the old one's place, though it is never quite the same as the original. Upright, you may be feeling stuck, frozen in place, or without an escape. Reflect on the lizard's ability to shed and regrow its tail. There may be things in your life you can leave behind, making way for new growth. That was just what I was talking about as far as how you're feeling about this person and how the universe is like, here, this is what you're asking for, but you're afraid to leave the other stuff behind, okay? What can I drop in order to feel like I am moving forward again, okay? Pretty self-explanatory. And now let's read the bear. This is earth energy. Walking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. Wow, this is also just what I was talking about. Okay. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of the spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, inner strength, yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawal, lethargy, heaviness. To bring into balance, movement and exercise, okay? And so you are definitely transitioning. This is kind of that Nine of Wands energy. You are in an energy where you are transitioning, but you are also procrastinating. And so if you are truly wanting what the universe is offering you based on what you had asked for, this is saying in order to bring yourself into balance, movement and exercise, okay? So kind of self-explanatory there as well. And now I want to see how the person on your mind is feeling about themselves. How is the person on your mind feeling about themselves? This deck, I always botch the shuffling. How's the person on your mind feeling about themselves? The Elk and Ash, Strength. I really like this card. It represents like being in like a masculine type energy, being strong, being able, being confident, being hardworking. I also get with the elk only because when I went to Colorado, I saw a lot of elk and they're funny to me. So this person could be funny as well. Jesus, I'm like sweating. Anytime I wear anything with sleeves, I sweat, even if it's freaking sheer. Anyways, okay, so we've got strength for your person, how they're feeling about themselves. How's your person feeling about themselves? Oh, shit. We've got the Phoenix. Whoa. So your person is definitely further along on the journey than you are. I'm hearing you're a few steps behind this person when it comes to your transition into your higher self. This person is pretty much in the middle of it, is what I'm getting with these two cards together. Let's go ahead and read the Elk and Ash. This is number 8. And always reverse the energies if it resonates more that way, okay? Elk are colossal creatures crowned with substantial antlers, known to cover great distances over difficult terrain. They are symbols of strength and endurance. Likewise, ash trees are sturdy and resolute, able to flourish even in harsh environments. Upright, you are called to gather your strength ahead of a challenge. Face it with confidence in your own stamina. Tame any unruly elements that try to derail you. Am I prepared to face upcoming challenges? How does inner strength differ from outer strength, and what situations call for each? Okay, so your person, they're preparing themselves for anything that comes in their way. This is helping them stop old cycles, is what I'm getting with that. And now with the Phoenix, it's a spiritual energy. Freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, tapas. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. Okay, and you could think that this person has nice eyes. The Phoenix and the first chakra. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called Maladhara, or our root chakra. The ascent of the Phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash toward the navel center again and again. It makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. Yeah, so yeah, your person is definitely in a good energy, definitely leveling up, definitely not letting anyone control their own emotions is what I'm getting with that, okay? All right, my angels, my Andromeda star seeds, I hope you enjoyed this reading today. As always, if you have watched it to the very end, I thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, and of course, whoever has subscribed, I thank you so much as well. If you haven't, please subscribe. If you liked this reading, please like. And I also appreciate anybody who comments. If you are on TikTok, please follow. And other than that, I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day.